audio go. Let me get it together. Hold on. Nah. We not doing it. Yeah. Switch it up. How are y'all feeling today? We about to do this display. How are y'all feeling right now? Is it hot where you are? Yes, turn it down. How are y'all feeling right here? Everything is gonna come out clear. I said, how is everybody doing right? Yeah. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Oh, my name is Sun 7, but you can call me O though. But only if you know me personally. If you don't, yo, this the SUNC. Yo, if you was down back in the days around my way where you was found, then you know what time it is. So you never have to call me son when that's everything all right. Are you feeling? Are your games tight? Everything is feeling good. Yeah, you from my hood. I'm ready to do this. I hope you're ready too. Cause how we do is good when you come through. So let's do it like this. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. We do this every single Sunday from 1:30 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is, 3:30-ish. And the reason that we say 3:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is This is yeah, I said this is Yo, this is the Urban Therapy with Son Show. And today we are talking about head first or feet first. Do you normally go into things head first or feet first? You know, when you go into something head first, that means that you dive right into it. You know what I mean? Like when you get the call, you don't think a whole lot about it. You just go ahead, run through it. It could be a burning building. Yo, you heard that your kids were inside. You heard that your animals were inside. You heard that people needed you, and you were the only one that could get it done. So, hey, Superman is who you had to be. Rushed right in there and took care of business. That's going in head first. When you go in feet first, that's when you say, whoa. That's when like somebody come to your crib and be like, yo, son, these dudes from around the corner, you know what I mean? They messing with me. They tried to beat me up. Look, one of them punched me. You see this thumb, you see right here? Yeah, he punched me. And they was trying to roll on me. When you go in feet first, you're like, all right, hold on. So do you know them? Yeah, I know them, but I ain't do nothing. And they just tried to roll on me. So when you go in feet first, you ask questions. You take it slow. You assess the situation. You go in feet first. Like you go in head first, you grab the hammers and you just go in. Like, I don't care who gotta get it. You just point them out and I'll eliminate them. You go in feet first, you like, wait a minute. Do we need the hammers? Or can we use the knuckles? Is this a knife fight or a gun fight? Do we need to call in reinforcements or can we handle this by ourselves or just me? When you go in feet first, your cooler heads often prevail. Like when you know your brother or your sister be out there getting high or messing with people, getting into all kinds of trouble. You might go into the situations where they are in an emergency feet first. Like, oh, hold on. Because last time you cried wolf. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. When you go in feet first, when you go in head first, you're like, oh, no, I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't give up. I said, I don't give up. I don't give up. Yo, you point them out to me. It's going down. That's how it's going to be. Yo, it's about to go down. Yeah, in a couple of months, I might not be around. Get the bail money ready. And the commissary steady. You might have to come on, see me on the VI. Or if I die, hold me down, baby. Let me set up my affairs before I go out there. Cause I might not come home. Cause the shit is going on. I'm going in head first. I don't care if the star bursts. Ain't nobody gonna stop this action. I do it for my family cause I'm next. Yo, you know the time. Head first, I'm about to climb to the top of the tree. Dive off like a diving bee. But when it's feet first, hey, worst comes to worst. I ain't really ready yet. Let me see you steady back. Head first, feet first. Y'all ready for this curse? Sometimes it is a blessing. With you, I'm no more messing. You keep me stressing, keep me on. Some other kind of shit I said warn. That I don't like to be stressed. But you put me through, and this is not a test. Put away the drums now. Conversation comes now. Y'all ready? Have this. I am too. Let's do this. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. We're gonna have this conversation right now, homie. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have this conversation right now. What we about to talk about right now is going in head first or going in feet first. Some people are just straight up head first people. And you know who they are. Everybody probably has a brother or a cousin that's a straight head first person. They are head first people. You know what I mean? Those are the people that all your people go and get when there's a problem. Oh, wait, we got beef, we got trouble. You know that those head first people ain't scared to go to jail. You know who I'm talking about. Now I ain't talking about the ones in my family. I'm talking about the ones in yours, because we all got that person or those people in our families. They ain't scared to go to jail. If they gotta go, look, just put the money on my books. Just put the money on my books. I see y'all in 2046, whatever. I see y'all in 2046. I'll be home. 20 years. 20 years. I'm about to do 20 years standing on my head. Standing on my head. You know, those are the head first people. Those feet first people. Not saying that the feet first people are cowards, but the feet first people are going to make sure that nobody goes to jail. They're going to make sure nobody gets arrested. They're going to do the whole thing clean. Like, The best example I can give between head first and feet first, for those of y'all who know how to swim, when you go to the pool, do you get under the shower before you go in the pool? Or do you just be like, get your shower cap, get your goggles if you got them, your earplugs if you need them, and you just say, look, what size is this pool? Oh, it's 10 feet up here, 7 feet in the middle. Then you got 5 feet, and then 3 feet at the front. I bet you go straight to the 10 foot. Those are the head first people. Like, oh, it's a pool. It's 90 degrees out here. How cold could the water be? Regardless, I gotta get wet. I'm swimming today. Those are the head first people. The feet first people, those are the chicks that got their hair done. They ain't at the pool for no other reason but to get their feet in the pool. They ain't getting into the pool above their knees. They taking selfies in the pool. Here, splash a little water on me, just up to right up to my cleavage. Just splash a little water on me. Yo, all right, now go ahead, take the picture. Those are the feet first people. They literally stick their toe in first. Oh, that shit cold. That shit cold. That shit cold. That shit cold. Feet first, head first. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's have some fun today. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. We talk about going in head first or feet first. What up? Stacy White, holding it down for the D all day, every day. How you feeling, Stacy Stace? And my man, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing. Max and Chill, Bump City. And Yami Fudo. What up, Yami Fudo? What's good, man? I hope everybody is feeling good. I hope everybody is healthy, feeling good, got some rest. You know what I mean? You know, if y'all saw me on the show yesterday, y'all know I'm falling asleep on the show. I'm type tired. Yeah, I gotta start. I consider myself to take good care of myself, but not every day. Not every day. Not every day. Some days I don't get enough rest. Some days I allow other things to get in the way of keeping my body up in tip top shape. I ain't been in tip top shape in I don't know how long, but you know what I mean. You know, maintenance for the time being. But we all got to do it. We got to make sure that we keep everything good. So make sure y'all are always conscious of your health, especially for all of my peoples over 45 years old. And I ain't want to talk about my peoples over 50. Y'all know what it is. I ain't got to tell y'all, you know what I mean? back hurting all the time, knees squeaking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Overly concerned with your health, but it's a real thing. And in those types of situations with those types of issues going on, you got to think: do you dive into these things head first or feet first when it comes to your health? And this is one of the poll questions. When it comes to your health, oh, look at this. Only 9 votes so far. And issues with your personal health is one of the things that people go in feet first with. It says, the question is, which one of these might make you panic the worst and make you act fast? Issues with your personal health. That's interesting. That is 56%. There's only 9 votes, and I don't want to say only like nobody counts, but you know, as you can see, some people act faster when it comes to their kids or they man, they woman, they spouse. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But your health is important. We all should know that. We should all be cognizant of that. You know what I mean? But hey, there's some things that ring your bell louder than just your personal health. You know how black people be. We be like, I know my body. I ain't gotta listen to nobody. Yo, these doctors, they trying to do nothing but take all my cash, and I'm tired of that bullshit taking out my ass. And the insurance is getting higher. And I feel like the time in my life is about to expire. If I keep letting them poke me and cut me and do all kinds of shit, trying to shut me down and take all the money out of my account. I ain't trying to do that shit with the large amounts. I had $50,000 cash last year. Now I only got little stash. Cause they get me with these medical bills in the big beautiful bill. It's about to kill all my Medicaid, Medicare, all that shit shared with these other motherfuckers out there. So I gotta make sure that I maintain. So I'm taking them herbs before they put me to the curb. Cause the way it's looking out right now, I can't afford even affection or even an erection. Had sex the other day, got burnt. Yeah, 55 years old, lessons learned. I'm lying. I ain't talking about myself. I'm talking about you. And I ain't really saying that's what you do. But you can best believe the clinic is housing somebody. This shit is crazy out there. Motherfuckers hottie. I should have said, do you panic when your dick hurt? It should be ringing alarm when it calls on. This shit is crazy as hell. I ain't trying to be out here with the stories I don't want to tell. You know your secrets are your sickness, as they say. Get the shit with the quickness. Hey, what up, y'all? What up? What we doing? My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, says, I'm thinking in reverse. If I go in feet first, I'm not thinking. If I go in head first, I'm going in with a strategy. Oh, you talk about head as far as cerebral. Oh, and see, I'm thinking about head first as far as diving in. Let me just dive into the situation, baby. I'ma dive. Now, you know the dumbest thing you could ever do is dive in a pool and you don't know how to swim. Why would you dive? Diving is for swimmers. You don't know how to swim, you take the steps. You know, either them little steps that they got in a shallow pool, or, you know what I mean? Gotta get it together. Les Mackerel says, as a man, I had certain issues that meant a camera would have to go in certain areas, and I full review. Oh, I hear you, my dude. Hold on.
You have a call from Stacy.
All right, cool. Hold on just a minute, Stacy. He said, as a man, I had certain issues that meant a camera would have to go up in certain areas, and I full on refused it. So you talking about a colostomy? You know what I mean? But you gotta do it. You gotta do it, because if they ask you about it, then that means you probably are 50 years old or older or whatever. But trust me, man, They gonna put you to sleep. You ain't gonna be awake. You ain't gonna remember nothing, and your asshole ain't gonna. It ain't gonna be feeling like you got broken. I did it. I did it when I turned 50, and you know what I mean. You gotta do what you gotta do, but what you don't want to do is let an issue like potential colon issues turning into colon cancer. You don't want to let that shit. You don't want to let that shit go. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, don't nobody got to know. Don't nobody got to know except for you and the docs. Now, if somebody's personally trying to shove a camera up your ass, now we got a conversation we got to have. But a colostomy ain't as bad. Trust me, I had reservations about it myself. I'm like, but I still haven't gotten a prostate exam. But per my last checkup, they said my prostate numbers was A-OK. They said that shit was A-OK. Mm. So yeah, Les, don't worry about it. It ain't that bad. It ain't. It's when I tell you I had a problem with it, I had a problem with it, but it was okay. It was okay. You know what I mean? I woke up about, I don't know, couple of hours. I don't know, however long it was, you know, because you never know what time they get started. You know, you be trying to stay awake. You know, when you get a surgery, everybody don't try to sleep during the surgery. I be trying to stay up like, nope, y'all, I'm going to watch what y'all doing. I'm going to see everything. I'm not going to sleep. They be trying to give you the pills. That shit ain't work. They give you the shot. That shit ain't work. I'm strong, nigga. You know what I mean? Strong body. Yeah, I'm still up. I'm still up. Yeah, I'm half naked. But I'm still up. Then they put that shit on your face. You think you gonna gas me? That shit ain't good. 2 hours later, fuck, they got me. Motherfucker. What they do? Oh shit. Yeah, it ain't that bad. My man Jihad was good. How you feeling, my dude? You say, yo, no, my answer, health is number one to me. Hey, if you ain't healthy, how you gonna help somebody else? What you gonna do when you sick? What you gonna do? What the guan do, man? You're not feeling good, you know? You're not feeling good, you know? You better lay down in the bed. Let somebody take care of you. You know, you're not good to no one. Varshay McDonald's was good, and my brother Ansel Jones is in the house. Can't forget about my brother Ansel Jones. What's going on, y'all? Good to see y'all. So we talking about going in head first or feet first. Let me know which one y'all consider yourself. If you had to describe yourself as an overall head first or foot or feet first person, what would you say you are? I'm going to say that I'm more of a foot first person. I'm going to say that I probably used to be more of a head first person. I had to learn. Motherfuckers kept not giving me full details to the story, and it wasn't working out well. So now I'm more feet first. Come on, Carrie, what's good? So Stacy Stace on the line, what's going on? Thank you for calling in. Number one, how you feeling today?
I'm good.
Prove it.
I'm good. I think I'm head first when it comes to my health.
Okay.
I always get I get a diagnosis and it ain't what it's supposed to be. I make sure I get 3. As far as that's concerned. Other than that, I'm semi healthy a little bit because I'm on my health journey.
Okay.
But when it comes to somebody messing with me, I'm definitely head first. God got me doing this ministry, and everybody is not in the pulpit all the time preaching up front. And he got me doing this ministry, and I'm getting the word, And a lot of people don't like what you're doing. You got a lot of people that do like what you're doing, and a lot of people that don't like what you're doing.
Okay.
And you get people coming up against you. You don't know what you done said or done did. I used to be a fighter back in the day. I'm not no fighter no more. I don't appreciate people threatening me. So I take precautions at all times when it comes to my health and me getting into it with somebody.
All right, let me hold on. Because you're doing too much. So I'm gonna give you a little quiz. And I want you to tell me whether you handle this head first or feet first. All right?
Okay.
Okay. When you see a mouse, head first or feet first?
When I see a mouse.
You already using your head too much. Which one is it?
A head first.
It's head first. So you quick.
Yeah.
Wait. Now you realize head first is when you act really fast, or you might panic, or it's when you act quickly.
I act quickly because then I go get the trap or whatnot. And I'm not finna sit up here and be unprotected.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. Okay. When you see a large bug.
I'm head first. I'm gonna get some spray.
Okay,
spray.
But you don't.
Now I gotta,
you.
I gotta get some spray. I don't like bugs.
But do you run?
No, I don't run. I hear like you do on that desk.
Okay, I got you. All right. When it comes to your job, when you was working, if it was problems at your job, did you head first or feet first?
It was feet first.
Okay. All right. I got you. Okay. All right. So you said head first when it comes to your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you quick to go get something checked out.
Yeah.
All right. When was the last time you had a rash?
I haven't had one.
Ever?
It's been a while back, and it's dealing with RA. And after I found out what it was coming from, I took care of it.
You ain't never have a wingworm?
Hell no.
I said wingworm. That's how we used to say it back in the day. It's ringworm. Well, we used to be like wingworm. You got the wingworm. You got the wingworms. All right. Okay. When it comes to speed, like if somebody is driving fast in a car, are you head first or feet first?
I'm probably head first.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm probably going to protect myself real quick.
Okay. All right. But would you go on a roller coaster?
You know what? When I was younger, I would, but I didn't like roller coaster because my boobs was always big, and I always thought I was going to fall out. And I was right, because when I got older, I started seeing accidents on roller coasters and stuff. And my thinking, I'm glad it didn't happen to me when I was on a roller coaster.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. When it comes to heights,
I don't like heights because I probably feet first. Where I'm at is I'm real high, and I can't look down because my anxiety attack. I have an anxiety attack if I look down too far. So I really don't like heights.
Okay. All right. Cool. If you see,
but can I interrupt you? If you are a fearful person and somebody come on you, if you are a fearful person and somebody come on you, you will react real quick, and that's not a good thing to do because you will end up getting yourself in trouble.
All right. So when it comes to somebody, getting in your face or loud talking you or disrespecting you, are you head first or feet first?
Head first.
Oh, but what does your head first make you do? Do you yell back or do you reach out and touch somebody?
You know what? I go and find out what's going on or where it's coming from. I make sure I get confirmation. If I can handle it, I handle it. But since I'm not in those days no more like I supposed to, I tell somebody, I paper trail and I tell somebody what's going on with me.
Okay.
And I let that person or parties handle it for me. I have family. I'm not. People seem to think that I'm on the net by myself or I'm just by myself. I'm not by myself.
Okay. Let me. Have you ever seen a ghost? And don't lie. Don't lie.
Have I ever seen it? I've seen white shadows pass by. I've seen a dark shadow pass by.
No, I asked you about a ghost. Have you seen a ghost or did you not? Yes or no?
I've seen a ghost at my store that somebody looked like just like you when I ran.
Listen,
You got a lot of look like.
nobody told you to get smart. I asked you. I ain't asked you to become a Republican senator. I asked you, have you seen a ghost in your life or have you not seen a ghost?
No, I haven't. I haven't
All
seen it. I haven't seen no ghost, but you know my Holy Spirit. I got the Holy Spirit in me, and God has showed me into the spiritual realm. So that's the reason why I don't like watching horror movies.
So if you got the Holy Spirit, if you got the Holy Ghost, how can you say you never seen a ghost?
Because I could see spirits through people, whether they good or bad. That's why I could be around certain people, and certain people I can't be around.
All right, hold on a second.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna replay this video back. I want to see some.
All right. Stacy. Sister Stacy. You know it's Sunday. You know it's Sunday. What I'm going to need you to do is I need you to testify and I need you to tell the truth today. I need you to bear witness today. Are you ready to be a witness, Stacy?
Okay.
Are you ready to be a witness, Stacy?
All right.
All right. You say that you felt the Holy Spirit before. Have you ever spoken in tongues?
Yeah.
You spoken in tongues. So you
Yeah.
say you have felt the Holy Spirit, you spoken in tongues, but you mean to tell me you ain't never seen a ghost before?
I'm not gonna say that stuff out loud. I told you I seen a white shadow.
Have you ever watched the cartoon Casper?
Yeah.
Did it make sense to you?
Not really.
Would you say that most ghosts are friendly or trying to scare people like his friends used to do? Hurry up, answer the question. The Lord is waiting.
Well, it's friendly to me because I'm protected. So we're gonna say that.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's going to conclude.
You're talking about this, but I got all kind of people. Like I ain't gonna say all kind of people. I got females competing against something that they don't even know what I got or what I'm about, and they competing against me, and they threaten me.
I ain't get to that part yet. We're not doing that.
Okay.
I asked you about ghosts. Now they say it's the Holy Trinity. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right?
Yeah.
All right. And you said that you have felt the Holy Spirit, right?
I have the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Do you have the Father and the Son?
I have that too. I have all of them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm not out here living shady. I'm living a holy life.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. So, in keeping in tune with what we were what the show is about, which is head first or feet first. If somebody invites you to a new church, head first or feet first?
Well, it's going to be feet first now because I'm the one of the ones. I can't go just to any church because if I go to just to any church, some people say I didn't feel a presence. I didn't feel a presence. I'm not going to go to that church and God keep me there to be a light. Because he would keep you there, and when he's ready for you to get delivered, he'll deliver you from that church. I cannot go church hopping because if it's a church that I don't like, I want to be able to not go back. I can't do that. I have to be very careful of what church I go to.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Yeah, my own church, I did not like it. Even though I was grown there, I was boot camp there, my pastor was there. I did not like that church. My mother said, you complain about this church all the time. Why don't you go to another church? God did not release me yet.
But God didn't say that you could go to other churches?
He said I could go to other churches, but he wasn't fooling me there. He wanted me to be a light there.
And you know this for a fact?
I know this for a fact because I was not, in the end, I wasn't happy with that church. I mean, I liked my pastor and everything, but everybody else in there, it was too tough. It was too rough in that church. I was unhappy at that church. I was stressful at that church.
Okay. Now, from what I understand, God is ubiquitous. And ubiquitous means that he's everywhere. So he's to the right of you. He's to the left of you, up, down, side to side, back, forth. He's everywhere you go. So that's whether you go to church or whether you don't. So if you go to a different church, now that's not saying that you have to join that church. You're just going as a visitor. Somebody invited you to maybe their church or whatever. Maybe they said the choir is really good. The pastor is really good. He be speaking the word, whatever. But if God is ubiquitous, wouldn't that mean that no matter what church you go to, you would find him there? Even if the people weren't holy, God would be there, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he?
God gonna be there everywhere I go because he said he'll never leave me or forsake me.
Interesting. Okay. So if that's the case, then what's the hesitation? Or why do you say that he wasn't finished with you in one church? How do you know it wasn't God compelling somebody to invite you to another church that was, for lack of a better term, holier than thou other church?
I don't know, Omar. The lady told me to invite my mother to that church, and I was so stressful about what the church was doing in the building. And she said, "Did you tell your mother about the church?" I said, "No." I said, because I'm like, if I don't want to be here, why would I want my mother here? She got angry. She really got angry. She got angry at me, and she hit me.
She hit you?
She hit me on my back. I said that was confirmation that why I didn't want to be at that church. And I'm glad I did not have reflexes, because my reflexes do work. I would have been and hit her back, but I didn't want my mama there at that church because I knew what was going on. It wasn't right.
So if you didn't hit the person back, if you didn't hit that lady back, that means you handled her feet first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So
I wouldn't trust that today the way I'm feeling now. I wouldn't trust that for nobody hitting on me right now, because I've been hit plenty of times, and then nothing happened. I didn't call the police or nothing. I allowed God to hit it, get into their business. But I wouldn't trust that myself right now. Somebody come hitting me.
Okay. But you do, make informed decisions about whether you should act or react or not, right?
Yes, yes, I do. And sometimes I ask for confirmation. I pray about it. And when I have dreams, I pray about it. Then God gives me confirmation on different things. But I'm very careful when I go in a building because I don't want to get stuck. We got a free will. And sometimes my will don't agree with God's will. And sometimes I don't want to be used as a light in a church if I have to go to a church I don't like. And my pastor didn't even like that church. The church ended up breaking up.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let me switch gears for a little bit. When you meet a new man and you're interested in him, do you go in feet first or head first?
I go in feet first.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you in on something. I shouldn't be telling my business, but some people and some ladies need to know this. I didn't even know this. I dated for a long time. When I was on a date, first of all, I didn't know dudes didn't take women on dates, but I dated. And second of all, I didn't know they was giving it up on the first date. I didn't never do that, but that came out later on. I was like, oh, they was doing that. So maybe God was protecting me. I don't know, but I dated too. I got a chance to know the person. I didn't know they were doing the underhand, the underhand thing. So maybe some people don't know that, but I dated first to get to know the person.
Okay. So let me get this straight. So if you met a man and you really liked him and he liked you, you wouldn't let him do it to you just because it was the first date?
You know what? No. And I can say this, and I'm saying this out boldly. The only person that I would ever let do that, he got to be a celebrity and can't stay around. Other than that, I trust my body. I trust me. I'm not going out like that.
Why if he was a celebrity?
Because they're different. Circumstances are different. And trust me, a celebrity can't get a hold of me real quick and easy because I don't like them like that. But I'm just saying, if I was going to do that, that would be the opportunity. I didn't know women were doing that. What goes on in the dark comes to the light. I didn't know they were doing that. That's the reason why I said you cannot.
Not everybody, not everybody who has sex, not everybody who has sex turns the lights off.
Well, I don't. I date until
personally. I think on the first date you should.
I'm not doing nothing but studying the word and trying to run for my life. So people trying to stop stuff with me. So
let me get this straight. Let's say if it was a long time since you got your feet wet, and you was out with this dude and you was really feeling him, and he did everything right. You know what I mean? The date was feeling good and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't at least let him, grind you up against his car or the wall or something like that. And what if he started getting hard? You know what I mean? It took you back to when you was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. You wouldn't let him. Yeah, I mean, you probably wanted to do it to him too. You sure you would be able to control yourself?
You know what? I'm in a position now where if you would have asked me that a couple of weeks ago, I would have said yeah. But right now, the way I'm feeling about me and right now, I am trying not to get bitter.
So let me get this straight. A few weeks ago, you was head first. Like, all right, go ahead. We grown. Go ahead. Pull my panties to the side. Whatever you got to do. But you mean to tell me now you are feet first because you scared? You scared?
You know why women want to fight me? They want to fight me because of a doggone man. And I'm like, that ain't cool. Fight me because I done did something to you. Don't fight me because of a man.
This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This is you and him. You just went on this fabulous date with this handsome man. He's smelling good.
And you know what? And that's the reason why I said I'm going through all this shit.
And he got a hard dick up against your pelvic area. You know what I mean? Ain't your panties soaked? You just gonna cheat yourself out of a good time because it's the first date? Is that what you telling me?
Yeah, it's his fault. Nah, he done turned me into a nun.
But a few weeks ago, you was a sub.
Yeah, that's before I got threatened and got scared to death when what they said they wish they could do to me and beat my ass or somebody else beat my ass. You would change your mind too if you was in my position.
You might be
and
right.
That's the exact word that was said to me.
You might be right. I never had a woman threaten to do something to me if I don't do something to her.
I was like, I'm not the type of person that'd be scared of what, but my eyes were just like, oh my God. But I told you I done had this situation again before when I was younger in middle school, so it is what it is.
Okay, all right, but that was middle
But I
school was
made sure I told somebody else other than God, because I don't want to be done disappear around here and don't nobody know what happened, especially when I don't bother nobody.
so you don't respect people who give it up on the first date, even if they even if they
No,
59.
I did not. No, I did not say that. I said what I said was I didn't know they was doing it.
Yeah, but you sounding all shocked and judgmental. So what they was doing it? So
Well,
what?
I didn't mean to sound shocked and judgmental, but I didn't know they was doing that. I know I wasn't doing that.
When was the last time you had sex in the back of a car?
I ain't never had sex in the back of the car.
Oh, but now I see what's going on here. Now I see what's going on. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. All right. That tells me everything.
No, you judging me and you judging me wrong. You can't judge a book by its cover. You gotta read the chapter.
I don't judge a book by its cover. I judge it by the back seat of the car.
You judge a book by its cover because I'm not no hoe.
Why not?
I'm not. You probably judge me a book by cook because I ain't know I was hanging around a bunch of hoes.
So what? Was it, wait a minute. Wait, if they were such hoes, was they? Wait, whoa. Wait a minute.
You are who you hang around. You do.
How? No, you're not who you hang around. Your reputation may be who you are around. But think about it. If somebody in your family, if a bunch of people in your family kill people and you a member of that family, are you a killer? Are you, Stacy? Are you?
I might. And you never know.
Look, killing is one of those things. You either did it or you haven't. So far, I got 0 kills. How many you got? Who you kill?
Well, in my mind, I got 5.
I ain't talking about in your mind. I'm talking about the ambulance, the hospital, the coroner, the medical examiner, and the undertaker, or should I say the mortician?
I haven't got none. I haven't got it. I haven't got none.
All right,
my family, they protect themselves. They fighters. We work too hard for somebody to come take something. Just because, work hard and get in because you're jealous and envy and then you think you could bully people around. That don't work that way. You do the same thing, you can get the same result.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying because you said that you are who you hang around. And I don't understand how you was hanging around a bunch of hoes, but you didn't see them for being hoes while they was around you. What they took their whole time off when they was around you. And then as soon as you leave, then they start hoeing. What kind of hoe? I ain't never heard no part-time hoe.
I didn't know that until I came away from them what they were. And then when I started getting the jealousy and the envy did, I can understand why, because I didn't do the things that they did to get what they got. I got a different result and they got a different result, but they got a result.
And then you called me on my exchange and said, yo, can we run a train? And I was talking to you, was part-time hoeing. She and he, part-time hoeing. I don't think you was around no hoes, Stacy. I think you were just around some women who may have been sexually free. You ever see the movie She's Gotta Have It?
No.
Wait. You ever see the movie She's Gotta Have It?
I was around hoes and I looked up to them hoes. I didn't think they was hoes. I just thought they had it going on, but I didn't know they was hoes.
Well, what made them a hoe? I don't understand.
What made them a hoe? Okay. I don't want to be telling their business.
Why? We don't know who they are. And you don't have to tell their business. You can just say the things that they did.
When you say, okay, I'm gonna say this. I had one person that I was real cool with, And when you got all the people that you dated on your Facebook, why would you have all your boyfriends on your Facebook page?
Because they just friends. You don't mess with them no more. So, you know what I mean? They just a distant memory.
Why would you have a baby by your best friend? And if you didn't think that the person didn't do that to your supposed to be her best friend, you didn't think she was gonna mess with your man?
Well, oh, well, yeah, that's a little whorish.
Oh, okay then. Well, I didn't know at the time.
That's a little whorish. Okay, all right, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
All right, but then again, it could have been innocent. It was like that was your ex-man, and we didn't mean for that to happen. But I was feeling him, and he was feeling me. He was literally feeling me. He was feeling me
Don't make no
here and
don't make
there,
no
in here.
don't
I'm just
don't make no
feeling. I was
excuses.
feeling.
And like I said, I was surrounded around hoes and didn't know it.
All right. Well, I mean, are you still cool with those hoes? Those alleged hoes. Those alleged hoes.
I'm not. God told me don't open the door back because they just come in to try to be nosy.
So, but you're not. But you're not. You're not. You're not afraid. You're not afraid that their hoeing is going to make you hoe, right?
Oh no, because I don't. I'm a follower, and I was always to myself. But I was almost tempted to do what they, doing because I didn't see what they were, what I'm saying. They had a lot of stuff, but they was getting stuff the wrong way.
Oh, you mean dudes was like giving them money and they was hoeing?
Yeah, they was hoeing, getting money. They was hoeing, just doing stuff. And at the time, I did not see that. My mama told me that my friends, your parents know first and know best.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta agree with you about that because my mom ain't never got a hoe wrong. If she said they was a hoe, damn if they wasn't a hoe. I was mad. I stopped asking. No, ma, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Sometimes.
Well, your parents and your children know. They know because my little cousin told me that ain't your friend, and I wouldn't listen. I thought she was hating on me, and she wasn't hating on me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I learned, and I'm learning how to be careful with myself. I go most of the time with me. I go head first, but now I'm learning how to, think about certain things to go feet first. But when it's coming to my life, I'm going head first. I want to live.
Mm. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I
I want
understand.
to live, and I don't want nobody jumping on me for some stupid stuff.
I feel you, but
You're crazy. You're too old to be up there. I'm 54 years old. I'll be going on 55 and everywhere. What I look like fighting at that age? I ain't trying to get locked up.
yeah, but let's get back on track because I'm sick of you always getting me off the subject. So I'm not gonna let you do that no more. So all right. So this is what we gonna do now. We gonna go back. We gonna go back to this head first or feet first. When was the last thing or the last time you remember having to go head first into something?
Last week, when I had to tell my friend what that girl did and what she said, and I knew she was talking to me, and this was on the internet because the internet is stupid, and they say and do anything for clicks, views, and likes, and I wasn't taking my chances. She told me what she did to my friend, and then she said that she could beat the F out of me. And the only reason why she ain't beat the F out of me because she was scared that she might lose me. But didn't you think you might lose your page saying that? Saying the word straight on your page? I thought Mega had different standards you're supposed to say on your page when it comes to a video.
Well, yeah. Well, people's internet behavior is what it is, and people gonna do. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Can't trust because none of that stuff. I look on YouTube. I see a lot of that stuff coming be on the news. They all started on. It started on Facebook. They wrote the last message, and people should have took that seriously. And then they bring it out to life. I take everything seriously when it's written on social media. And if it was me, they'd have me in Facebook jail.
Well, I don't know. Ever since Donald Trump became got in office, Facebook been letting a whole lot of shit go. I ain't been putting Facebook jail in over a year.
Well, I just to let that lady
Maybe
know,
more.
she shocked me. I wasn't scared. I was scared at first, and I blocked it real quick. But after I took care of my end of the what I needed to do, I blocked her because I wanted people to see. I wanted whoever I was telling, I would pull it up and see what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't the only one that know how to read status. I ain't the only one that know how to read what's going on social media. So I made sure I took that block. I took them off block. So don't nobody. I'm not scared of nobody but God. That's it. I will defend myself. I told you my mother and my parents had to end the fight and protect themselves. I got that in me too. But I'm not gonna let nobody catch me off guard.
Mm-hmm.
When I can see if I'm talking a whole lot of, I can't even enjoy my social media page. Half the time I ain't talking to nobody but myself and trying to get the word and just having fun. And you jealous of what you see on my page? Don't come on my damn page. There's only 53 friends on there. Why you come? That's crazy.
Well, like I said, the internet is what it is. There's a lot of people that you don't know, and they just say things to say things. Sometimes they just want to get a rise out of you. You know what I mean? Sometimes they want to get a rise out of you. Sometimes they want to get a hard out of you or wet. You know what I'm talking
about? They got a rise out of me. I ain't fought since I've been in, let's see, I ain't fought since I've been in, high school.
Well, you ain't got no. Listen, adults ain't got no business fighting. You know what pain you might be in the next day if you fight somebody, even if you won. You know what I mean? You ain't been punching nothing in a long time. You gotta have them punch muscles be hurting like hell the next day.
Women are fighting over territory they think that's theirs, and some women think that if you're talking to a certain dude, they thinking that dude is theirs, and he don't even know that person. And that's the crazy part about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they fighting over. So that's always been, my case has always been over some damn boy or some man when I fight.
Yeah.
They think they could do better than me. I just try to do the best that I can do. I don't try to be better than nobody. If anything, I'm very humble and try to learn.
I don't know, man. I try to be better than other people.
No, okay. See, that I'm the opposite. I try to do the best I can. I try to learn. And I'm doing God's will as best as I can. But this right here, what took place last week, I'm like, oh, God, you got this. Psalms 23 definitely came to manifestation for me as I walked through the valley, and I was really walking through it. And see, my mama ain't here to back me up. I don't have nobody to back me up. So it just has to be me. That's why they stupid, and now they know if they listening to me and talk. I'm leaving paper trails everywhere I go. I'm not by myself. I'm letting my people know what's going on with me. And most of my people that's close to me, they know me. So they believe in me. So,
So when was the last time you went into something feet first?
A couple of years ago. Feet first. I believe you said feet first or head first, because if I see a cute guy and I hold on to him, that's head first, right? So feet first. I
Well, no, well, okay, no. Head first is like when you would do things faster than you might normally do it. Like you might do things without really thinking about them. Like, all right, with a dude, he might meet a woman, he really likes her or whatever, and he dove in head first. Like before he really got to know her, maybe he started buying her stuff, treating her a certain type of way, trying to wife her and whatever before he really got to know what kind of person she is. You know what I mean? He dove in head
yeah.
first. He didn't really get to know her before he started, pouring all of his efforts into her. That's going in head
Mhm.
first. Going in feet first is like, I dig you, you dig me and everything, but we'll see how this goes. Let me find out where your heart is, where your head is, what kind of person you are, what kind of woman, sister, mother, daughter, friend you are. You know what I'm saying? That's going in feet first.
Well, feet first. I'm gonna let you in. I won't go tell nobody, but feet first. I'm looking for a new pet, and I'm taking my time with this pet that I want. So I believe that's feet first because I've been praying about it, and I want to make sure is it what I really want again. So that's feet first.
That's actually a good example because some people go and like they say they want a dog or a cat, but they want to, let's say they want a particular dog. Like they like the way the dog looks, but maybe they haven't studied the temperament of the dog or what it takes to take care of a dog at all because maybe they've never had one. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of people go in getting. That's why a lot of cats end up on the street because people like kittens and they want to make sure that they don't have no mice in their house. But as soon as they
Mhm.
realize that you got to actually take care of a cat, that it's not
Yeah, you
just
do.
a litter box and then they just go mouse hunting. Now they mad at the cat and they want to throw the cat out. That happens a lot because they went in with the cat head first instead of feet
Yeah.
first.
A cat is a lot of work. It's more like it's like having a child. It's a lot of work because you got to keep them clean. You got to feed them, and it's like another little person, another little companion, and it's a lot of work. And I had to look. I had when I had my cat, I had to look at my cat first. Before I could get into myself. First thing in the morning, I had to look after him or whatnot. But I enjoyed the company, and I felt satisfied when I was serving my cat. But I had to think about it since I'm still recovering. So I had to go feed first, but I'm still gonna get one, but I'm going feed first, taking my time before I choose one. So that's the only thing I said when you get a pet, make sure you think about it. So
Yeah.
that's it. I'm doing a lot of things with thinking before I just dive in. Because to be really honest, I'm a head person. With everything, but I'm trying not to be
Wait a minute.
like that. No,
Hold on
You
one
have a
second.
call from Troy.
Go ahead. Finish, Stacy.
I'm trying not to be head person like that no more. I'm trying to take my time, but like I said, when it comes to my protection or my health, I have to be head first. You can't play around with your health.
I can dig it. Well, I mean, um, I think that you should always think out everything that you do, but just because we know better doesn't mean that we always going to do better. I know we supposed to be grown and you know what I mean? We supposed to know better and do better and all that, but it don't work out. It don't work out that way. You know what? I was thinking about a saying. You know how people be like, um, when adults call other adults liars, they be like, "Why I gotta lie?" You know what I mean? I'm grown. You know what I mean? Or when somebody's accusing somebody of lying, they be like, "You a grown person. You ain't got to lie." And and I was thinking about like, who lies more than adults?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, We got this shit backwards. It should be like you ain't a kid, you ain't got. I mean, no, you're an adult, so I know you lying. That's what we should switch it to instead of you ain't gotta lie. You a grown person. Like just because you ain't gotta answer, you ain't gotta answer to nobody. You shouldn't be lying. Like kids ain't have to really answer to nobody when they was lying. You know what I'm saying? They lied when they was in trouble. Kids lie when they in trouble. Adults lie when shit is going good.
That's true.
You know, and the other thing, when we at work, you know how you have coworkers that that be acting a fool at work, doing stupid shit at work, and managers and supervisors be like, you know what, the people who work here act just like kids. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have to tell a grown person what to do at their job or have to watch over them and all of that. I was like, no, only people I know that fuck up at work are adults because mostly adults work. So kids, when kids work, they don't be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Kids be disciplined trying to get that paper. Adults, they be looking for loopholes. Well, they said you can't get fired for doing this. So I'm going to do this even though I don't want to do it. Just because they can't fire me. They said that I can't smoke within 25 feet of the building. So I smoked at 24 feet. Who's measuring? That's the shit that adults do. Real shit. Real shit. Adults ain't disciplined. They ain't disciplined. A person, think about the jobs you've been on. The people who late all the time. What stopped them from being late? Firing them. Because them write-ups ain't work. Them write-ups ain't work. All them threats ain't work. That suspension ain't work. They can't make it to work on time unless they don't have a job. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, adults are the ones that lie all the time. Adults are the ones that don't follow the rules all the time. And adults are the only ones always blaming kids for fucking up. I'm just saying. Kids, adults always talking about, and kids do be fucking up, but kids get caught all the time. Adults be the ones that get away for shit for years. Kids don't get away with shit for years. You know what I mean? When kids fuck, they fuck around, either get burnt or get pregnant. Oh. Real shit. Real shit. They don't get away with shit for years. Oh my God, my baby only 14 and she pregnant. And she talking about she gonna have it because she can't have an abortion. You go to a gender reveal for a 15-year-old. But
and the 15-year-old is the gender reveal.
Gender reveal for a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And really, the grandparents should be like, yeah, this is my gender reveal because I got to find out who I'm going to be taking care of. Who I'm going to be taking care of along with my damn kids. We having a baby, goddamn. That's what adults really be upset about when it comes to teenage pregnancy. Another mouth to feed.
Son, not to interrupt you, right? It should be, is this the dumb motherfucker reveal if you got a baby on the way there? Dumb motherfucker reveal.
It's already been revealed. But like I said, kids don't get away with shit. They sloppy. There's adults who swear they got it going on. They swear they moving in silence and shit. Till they get caught coming out of the telly. You know what I mean? Get caught coming out of the telly like, what's up?
Burning up.
Yeah.
Body just burning up.
And it's a funny thing getting caught. You know, when you go to a hotel even if you are legitimately in their hotel, it's something about somebody seeing you coming out of a hotel. It just feels dirty. And I don't care what kind of hotel it is. For some reason, it just feels like you did something wrong. Shit, you know? Hey, you coming out of the Four Seasons and you still like, oh shit. Damn, he seen me. Seen what? Nigga, what? Hey, Troy.
Yeah.
You remember Sean Clay? You know, he worked on it. He caught me coming out of the Marriott before. 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. He's like, yo, what's up, son? I was like, what the fuck? What are the chances? I don't go to no damn hotels. The one time I'm coming out of a damn hotel, I ain't sneaking around. Yo, damn near ran into his arms. Hey, what's up, my brother? What's the fuck? What the fuck you doing?
We had an interview? We had a job interview?
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he saw me going in. That motherfucker was right there when I came out. Like he was picking me up. I'm like, yo, I ain't called no cab.
When you leave in the fucking going to the hotel and leaving the hotel, that shit like the song from Mission Impossible.
I'm saying you could be coming from the hotel with your wife. It's just something don't seem right. Like, well, why y'all go to the hotel? Y'all got a crib? Nah, don't worry about it, man. Yeah, I was saying it was a convention. We coming from a convention. We learn how to buy stocks. I don't know. It's just something about the telly. Okay, so what's up?
You talking to me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's going on, Stacey? How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Okay. I like some of your wording and your analogies and stuff that you've been talking about. And me over here rethinking what hoes is.
Yeah. I'm trying to still find that out myself.
Well, from what I heard, it was in the book of Revelations. And it was like this. A hoe is just a hoe. And that's without no controversy. She can make the bed springs sing the song of mercy.
You know what? We not. Sir. Sir, you can't sleep in the lobby, sir. 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 I'm going. If you checked into the hotel, I'm going to need you to go up to your room, sir.
That was in the book of Brand of Nubians.
I can't. We not. We're not.
1, Section 3-5.
Uh-huh.
Now, certain things you have to think. Pretty much head first feet is always thinking before you do it. Pretty much somewhat same analogy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I had to reframe my thought process through my life, through things I've done in life. Like, I know I used to be not a hothead, but I'm always willing and even ready. Back in the day, I was ready to go out there and throw them knuckles up. I've never been one for pulling out a weapon or a gun because I think that makes you a bitch. If you can't fight, my grandfather always told me, you better learn how to ball them knuckles up before you pull a gun out. Until you're ready to beat the shit out somebody that got a gun.
Mm.
So when I got shot, I was like, that ain't gonna change nothing. Whoever fuck with me or whoever does steal from me and do some stupid shit, I'm still gonna fight them. And that was up until I got stabbed up and had 150 stitches. And then I had to restart recalibrating my thought process. So now I don't go head first. I go feet first. I assess the situation. I'll let words slip by. You can call me whatever you want to call me. But now I'm going to throw that conjunction, because the conjunction jumps in which your function kicks in. You know, because it puts together phrase and clauses. You know, so when I sit back and I think about that, right? If you put your hand the fuck on me, or if you come within my space, then I'm gonna whoop your ass. And now I'm not gonna just let you go get a gun after I whoop your ass. I'm gonna have to crack your neck. I'm breaking your spinal column. Because you're not coming back to me. That's it.
Sir, why do you have to pick out specific body parts?
Well, you gotta pick out the body part that can't allow them to move their hands no more.
But see, when you that makes it premeditated, sir.
Oh no. This is going on. This is going on while the situation going down. I'm not walking away and coming back.
The premeditation is in the mind.
Well, you know, only person that can read my mind is God. In a vine.
Okay. You said in a vine. You know what? I can't.
What you say?
You said in a vine, huh?
I'm on a roll today, son.
I see.
I'm on a roll today, boy.
You all in.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on. I missed part of music night because of my phone, so I'm going to slide some music innuendos into my statement. Now, when it comes to females, you know, back in the day, it would be head first. So, you know, and now it's like, it's just more feet first. I'm married with a woman that's formerly known as my wife. So it would be feet first, you know. But if I wasn't married, I'm going straight head. Then I'm going to be a whore. I'm letting you know. If I'm not married, I'm a whore.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you say that with women you would be head first if it wasn't for your wife,
married.
if you weren't married. But I mean, when you really think about that, it wouldn't depend on the woman.
Well, it depends on the woman, but you gotta have a good game.
Yeah, but
good get the gas.
But if it depends on the woman, wouldn't that mean that it's more head first? I mean, I'm sorry, more feet first than the head because you picking and choosing.
Well, that's true. You're true.
You know what I mean? You ain't say like, yo, I don't care if a crackhead, you know what I mean, blow me in the alley.
No, my fault. You right. My fault. See, that's exactly why you here. You recalibrate. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you. I'm here to guide this ship. I'm definitely here for that. So let me give you a battery of tests here. Let me see. So when it comes to your children, head first or feet first?
Oh, that's head first.
Okay.
No, head first.
I'm asking the questions here, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate that. Let me see what else. How about your health?
Head first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew you wouldn't think of that one. Okay. When it comes to to money,
making money or spending money?
Let's say money as a concept. When it comes to money, whether you are saving it, whether you are making it, whether you have an opportunity to get it, are you head first or feet first? And I have to ask you that because some people, you know how some people are silly over a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like they will break relationships, or should I say ruin relationships over a little bit of money. You know, money is their thing. It for some people, money is they claim to fame. Without it, they don't feel important. So they are definitely head first when it comes to money.
Well, I'm more of a feet first with money. It's not the fact that I think I'm more selective when I get money. I'm more selective what I do with it now because of my situation. But when I have a bulk of money or a chunk of money, I'm more head first because I like to give out blessings and look out for people that might have looked out for me. You know what I mean?
I do understand what you mean.
I'm
Now,
head
You know,
first.
now you realize
you know.
now that I feel you, and you know what? A lot of people are head first when the money is flowing, but that that can cause a lot of problems.
And that's there you go. And that now if this situation goes the way I need it to go, not so much financially, but helping me with getting surgery to my knee and dealing with everything like that, and I'm able to get back to work and do what I need to do, then I will be more feet first than with my money because now I've learned from what I've learned from my experience of how people are more feet first with theirs when it's about theirs. You
Okay,
understand what I'm saying?
I do, I do.
But when it's yours, they want you to be head first.
So had had people that been a little bit more had they made your experience a little bit more enjoyable, you think you would have still consider you think you still would have considered being more head first when it comes to money?
I mean, it wouldn't be that I would be more head first when it comes to money. It means that I would make it my business to do more head first things
Mm-hmm.
and not go all out. But I would nitpick the head first things because it was a song out years ago that Tony Terry had out, and it was a song called Everlasting Love, and it was a part of the song where he said things I used to do I don't do no more. Places I used to go, I don't go no more. That's
Mm-hmm.
things I used to do, I can't do no more. I can't be all head first no more because at some point in time, you have to realize, you know, people don't think of you like you think of them. They're not all head first when it comes to you. The pocket becomes humbled, or as a matter of fact, their mind becomes selective, and then they humble their pocket.
Well, see, yeah. Now, it's funny you brought up other people being or not being head first when it comes to you, because there are different ways to be head first. You could be head first in a positive way, you could be head first in a negative way. You know what I mean? Now, generally, when I'm talking about when it comes to head first, is I'm talking about your reaction time. You know what I mean? Like how soon or or what situations you are more likely to react quickly to. You know, like
Like I'm gonna give you for instance, like my daughter, right? My youngest daughter, right?
uh-huh.
Love her to death. But when she calls, if she needs something, it's finger snap fast. I need that fast. She don't even have to tell you. Because she call, if you don't get it to her fast, she'll call you 3, 4, 5, 6 times back to back.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
When
do
you
know
need
what you
something,
mean.
when you need something, you know, it's a different story. She's feet first. It's like you said, putting a toe in the water.
Oh shit. All right. I'm picking up what you
You
putting
know what I
down. I
mean?
got you. Okay.
I mean, big difference. You know, they don't. I need an Uber. Can you get me like I remember one year when the pocket had a little chunk in it, right? And she would call me from her girlfriend's house and ask me for Ubers. Need that real quick. Bam, 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 bam. Right? And then now she got a car. I call her for a ride. Now she remind me. Matter of fact, let me tell you what she remind me of. She remind me of the girl at the bar. She's drinking the middle of the night, right? And then when you come in the bar, you offer a drink. She say, let me get a
Yeah.
You want to upgrade for your pocket. My daughter.
I hate that I knew where you was going with that.
I know you did.
I hate that I knew I hate that I knew exactly where the ship was going to dock at.
Because that's hey, you know the woman. She got, hey, what you drinking tonight? You see her drinking the Miller Mist. Matter of fact, you see her drinking a cup of something, and you smell it, and you know that shit is Thunderbird. She'll you to death. Let me get a Long Island iced tea. But that's no bitch. Get that motherfucking bitch. Give her a Thunderbird, please.
Man, get her a screwdriver, some vodka and orange juice, the vodka and cranberry. You know what I mean? Like,
matter of fact, just give her a fucking juice or a cup of Coke. Fuck that. She trying to upgrade. Now all of a sudden she Beyonce.
That she was drinking Nikolai. She was drinking Jacquins. She was drinking. Drinking.
And the fact that you laughing, Stacey, you must have had some of that shit before.
Yeah, you know that bottom self ass. You know that bottom. She's smearing off. Well, smearing off is more like middle shelf, but it's close to the bottom. It's close to the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to go off subject. So one time, I had the comedy show at the Reef, and the girl came in. I ain't seen in years. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" So and so, yeah. So I'm at the Reef. I'm at the bar. I'm like, "Yo, give her a double shot or whatever she wants." She said, "Give me a She did 3 Give me give me Hennessy XO. I never knew what the XO meant. I just thought Hennessy. I never knew XO mean extra money.
That's that shit that Drake be talking about all the fucking time. That damn XO.
Look, she said, I said, how much, when I went to pay my bill, right, because I'm just drinking shots of Tanqueray.
Mm-hmm.
I know my shit cheap. But when I went to her bill, he was like, oh, that's $55. I said, my drink was $50. How much was hers? I went up too. I said, let me ask you something. I said, you know you got XO, right? I said, can I ask you a question? I said, what that mouth do?
It better X and O. It better O. It better O, that's for sure.
O.
It better that mouth better O.
Either you better do an O or you better have a strong forearm, because you ain't just walking away with that coin that you just got me for.
You know, it's funny. When it comes to it's funny because when we was doing comedy heavy, I was definitely head first. Anywhere there was a mic, anywhere there was a stage, I was showing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we was.
Now I'm definitely feet first. I'm like, oh yeah. You know, look, motherfuckers have recently called me with a check.
For real?
Yeah.
Motherfucking
Sean called me all the time. Like, yo, son, you gotta come. Listen, I got this. This is a joint. This is you. Yo, you can just host. You know what I mean? This is you. I'm like, no, it ain't. I'm good. I'm good. It ain't me. I'm not. You know, I'm cool. I'm totally feet first now. I'm like the situation would have to be so fucking perfect. Like, not only is the mic yours, the stage is yours, the venue is yours, you get the bar, you know what I'm saying? You built the place, you got the deed, you got the liquor license, everything. It's just not the same for me as it was before. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, you can go through different times in your life where your head might you may have gone in head first and now you go in feet first, but there could have been times where you went in feet first and now you go in head first because you realize that going in. Okay. Sometimes you may get the chance to realize that the things or the people that were really there for you and were for you, those might have been the things that you didn't, or let's just say those might have been things that you took for granted before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And maybe something happened to let you know that you could have almost lost those things. And now you realize, okay, like for example, when it came to my mom's health, when I was younger, I was more feet first. You know what I mean? But after she started having heart problems, and I realized, like, yo, I don't think I understood it, the seriousness of it when it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was all head first after that. Like, oh well, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can get to the point in your life where you may switch from feet first to head first because you realize that you don't have the time to be feet first anymore. That could happen with your own health. Think about how many people spend their younger years beating themselves down, drinking, drugging, partying, you know what I mean? Even working, doing doubles after doubles, sleeping maybe 3-4 hours a day at the most. You know what I'm saying? Chasing that paper,
Mm-hmm.
chasing that paper, and still never becoming a millionaire, and barely even comfortable sometimes. If you know how you can make them, you can be blowing as much money as you making. You know what I mean? So you working 2-3 jobs, hustling and all of that shit, but you blowing the money. And next thing you know, the only thing that stopped you was when you couldn't go no farther because your body said, you know what? You don't want to lay us down. I'm gonna lay you down. I'm gonna put it so you can't do shit about it. So you might have to, now you realize when your health is in jeopardy and it may stop you for good, you may start being more head first when it comes to your health instead of feet first like you were before.
That's the thing about it, son. When you doing all that, when you working and you doing all that stuff and everything, and something happens to you, I always tell people that's God's way of telling you to slow down. You know what I mean?
It can be.
Because at no point in time, you like my aunt, that's almost like my second mom. For years, she had properties. She was climbing on ladders, gutting out houses. I'm talking about this is a woman doing all this shit. Had some properties, putting in plumbing, got the plumbing books from Time Life book, was doing all this shit. Now her back is messed up. She had to have surgery on her back. She had to get all this shit done. And then turn back around, and she would break shit down just to rebuild it the way it was. Let me paint this wall so I can repaint the wall the same color it was. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling her, but see, when you're that type of woman that's self-sufficient and that's going to go above and beyond for yourself, when you can't do it no more, God is telling you, slow down. You know what I mean? Slow down, man. Just like Bobby Valentino, slow down.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a, it could
I
be.
just want to throw the music analogy in there again.
It's cool. It's there are times when God may be sitting you down or stopping you, or he, like I said, he could send it through your body. Like if you know that you've been running too much, you know what I mean? My old head told me that shit all the time. He said, you don't want to sit your body down, your body will sit you down. Like, because it's a perfect machine when you do it right. When you don't do it right, your body only asks you for what it needs. I'm not going to get deep into it, but when you hungry, that's your body asking for nutrition. That's an organ in your body is asking for whatever it is you need. So if you want something, like more salty, like maybe a steak or some chicken or something like that, that's an organ in your body that needs that. But instead of giving it the nutritious thing that will satisfy it and make it work the right way, we put some junk in it or some shit that's supposed to be food, but it's really just filler. You know what I mean? And your body, and your body can
You're
only
fucking right.
yeah.
Damn right.
It's the same thing.
If I want to, if my body know damn well I should be eating healthy, but my mind like, you better get that fucking cheese stick and stop fucking playing.
Well, see, it's not your mind's fault because your mind hasn't been trained by other people to understand how the body works. So our conditioning is the problem. We're only used to eating the things that we eat because of our conditioning. We've been taught that the wrong things are the right things. Think about what they used to, the pictures of what a balanced meal used to look like. It used to have sausage and eggs and milk and all that shit. They didn't tell you that milk is fucking you up and, because of the dairy. They didn't tell you that the eggs are doing the same thing. They didn't tell you that meat is your meat meat is probably something that you shouldn't eat at all. But even if you do, you should only eat it in moderation. They didn't tell us that, so we didn't know.
The food graph you talking about?
Yeah.
That food graph.
So
yeah.
So if you crave something sweet, we think that we're supposed to eat sugar, and maybe maybe we should eat more fruits or something like that because it actually has nutritional value. But ice cream and pastries and stuff like things that are sugary or artificial sugar, we've been taught that we can eat that kind of stuff. And you see the effect that it had on Americans. We the biggest country as far as size of people is concerned in the world. It's not even close anymore. So anyway, yeah, your body will let you know when it has had enough. So when you get the flu or some shit like that, and one thing about the flu, you can't ignore that shit. That's why to sit your ass down for 2 or 3 weeks because it ain't nothing you can do about it. That shit has to. It is telling your body you got to put this car in the shop, and it's gonna be here until it's fixed.
That's the truth. Yeah. And it takes me out when people sit back. It takes me out when people think cold weather is what makes you get colds. People don't understand that. Cold weather. I hate cold weather. Cold weather does not give you colds. Germs give you cold. Cold weather kills germs. So when you go out the door and you get a cold, it's because you didn't touch something and put it in your face and didn't put nothing on your hand. Or you was walking up the steps and touched a banister and didn't clean your hands.
Right.
Or you went and got something to eat and you came in the house. Oh, I'm hungry as shit. I'm going to tear this shit up. Then all of a sudden you eat that hoagie or that burger or something. All of a sudden you just now you know you got a bug. You know what I mean? That's the main reason why. That's why COVID was so important for us to have an understanding, because that should have taught you to keep some fucking hand sanitizer in your pocket or in your pocketbook.
Listen, man.
Because
you know how many people, the way you broke down about the germs causing cold, you know people don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
They do not believe that shit.
Son, I'm gonna let you speak 1 second. Cold weather gives you hypothermia. Cold weather does not give you a cold. So when it's cold outside, it's cold outside. You're not gonna get cold. If you're not wrapped up tight, you'll get hypothermia and die. You freeze to death.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get frostbitten, but you're not getting sick from cold weather. You're getting sick from germs. That's why when you go into a hospital and it's cold as shit, it gotta be cold because it has to kill germs.
Yeah. I mean, science is what it is. But when the same thing is the food that we eat, we haven't been taught that it's not the right thing to eat. You know what I mean? So the same way we haven't been taught properly, even though I've heard it, you've heard it, we've learned it in school, but we didn't hear it. You know, we didn't learn that it's people who actually get us sick. Yet what happens when you kiss somebody who has a cold when you kiss them in the mouth? What happens? I'll never forget one of them nasty ass comedians gave me the fucking flu.
What, you shook your hand?
I ain't shake his hand. I ain't even go close to the motherfucker. He was at the. You remember what was that? The comedy cabaret out in the Northeast, out in Roosevelt. Yeah, it was the. What was his name? Fucking. He was one of them white boys. He was in there. I was like, oh my God, he was hacking this shit. Yeah. Next day, I said, you motherfucker. Like I knew exactly where that came from. Because he was sounding like he was in his last days. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was his name?
Now you feel like when you get on a microphone at any place, you gotta put some dental dam around that motherfucker.
Nah, shit, it ain't a bad idea to wipe that mic off. Some of those comedians, a lot of them breath stink. I can name names.
I can too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember when I had the open mic on South Street, one of the boys came through. I'll tell you when we get off air, but his breath stunk so bad. The next boy who came on, he was like, yo, this mic smell like shit. And the boy he knew he was on the mic just before that. He was just like, oh shit, and started laughing. I was like, that shit ain't funny, man. You know what I mean? I was hosting. I smelled that. I was like, damn, dude, what the that weed you smoke, you got to brush your teeth. You got shit in your mouth. Literally.
Listen, bro.
It was bad.
Son, I work with this boy, and I'm not trying to go off subject because it's always good to have conversations when we break off or something. But I work with this guy at the Hyatt Hotel, and I'm going to say his fucking name because his breath stunk so bad. His name was James. It's the Hyatt Hotel in Penn's Landing. It's called the Hilton right now. This boy breath stunk so bad, right? That when he started talking to me, my nose started running. This boy breath stunk so bad. Every time I started talking to him, I couldn't talk to him to his face. I had to talk to him sideways, like I'm talking forward while he's talking to me towards my face, because I was scared that something would get on my face. You know what I mean?
So when it was time to talk to him, hold on. When it was time to talk to him, you had to talk to him feet first.
You couldn't go face first.
See, I'm good at this. You know what I mean?
Here you go. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Every time I talked to him, I gave some damn bathroom tissue. Every time I gave it to me, he was like, "Why you give me that? Sick because your breath smell like shit, bro."
Yeah, it's bad.
I told him one time, I said, "You need to go to the dentist and tell him pull all your teeth out, man. Just get you dentist."
It's funny because
clean them better.
Normally when I see people with bad teeth, I expect them to have really bad breath, but it's not always that way. I've known people that had some real yuck mouths, but their breath did not stink. And I'm like, I can't figure this out. You know what I mean? Teeth looking like project windows, complete with the air conditioning in them. I'm like, what the fuck? And breath didn't stink. Meanwhile, you got some of these people out here, their teeth all right, and it smell like they ate a rodent.
Damn. You be like, you look like, in order for his breath to smell like shit, he had to eat some shit.
That boy at the comedy joint, like I hope he got that together, because he was too young for his breath to be stinking like that. And I know he was probably getting over because, motherfuckers be smoking weed or whatever. But I don't know, man. That shit was, like I said, he wasn't even.
Rather smell weed than smell his breath.
He wasn't like touching the mic with his mouth, but for his breath to have affected the microphone like that.
You had to send his mouth to the city more.
Man, I had to get out the Lysol wipes. That's what I had to do. You know what I mean? Get out them Loves and Huggies baby wipes.
Every time he thinking music with his breath.
Yeah.
Fire.
My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, said a rodent. Yeah, a skunk. Goddamn, a skunk. Ain't a skunk? A skunk is a rodent, right? It was him. He ate that bitch, and evidently he scared him. It was terrible. It's terrible.
Motherfucker, me. How you get the scent off a skunk? Tomato juice. He needs to drink some V8 then.
It definitely needs some tomato juice. They say tomato juice also helps with hangovers.
He come from a long line of bad breath.
His breath smelled like he been drinking way too much, passed out, and threw up, and people had to take care of him for the rest of the night.
He need home health care for his breath.
Breath smelling like afterbirth.
We gonna keep going afterbirth. The afterbirth might be a little bit better.
Might have been. At least there's a gift coming out of the afterbirth.
You can appreciate the gift before the afterbirth.
That motherfucking jokes wasn't even funny.
No, this is not jokes. This is the reality.
No, I'm talking about the dude. The comedian I'm talking about. He didn't even do well for his breath to be stinking like that. I guess he got us back.
At least he could have been funny.
It would have helped. It would have helped.
At least he could have been funny. Shit, it took away from the pain of smelling that damn microphone.
Man, it wasn't nothing funny about what happened. But all right, listen, Stacey, I gotta drop you off the line. But I want to thank you for calling in. Appreciate you.
Okay, you too. Y'all be safe. I'll watch y'all on TV.
All right. Take care.
Be blessed, Stacey.
Bye.
All right, peace. But yeah, all right, let's get back on this head first, feet first thing. All right. So we went over kids, your health. Now your family generally, would you say that you more head first or feet first?
I'm more head first with my family, and I think that's a gift and a curse. You know, I was even more head first when I went to my family than when my mom was here. You know, and when my mom passed away in 2020, it's like that side of the family I don't even mess with. Mm-hmm. You know, they allowed that to happen to my mom, and the situation. I spoke on that to you on the phone and off the on the live stream and off the live stream, so we already know about that. So I'm not head first with that side of the family. I'm more head first with my other people's side of the family. You know, it's even hard for me to see my other people because that other person is formerly known as. You know. So her side of the family, I'm more head first, and if they need me if they need me to do something or what's going on with them and everything and all that, like her mother, her brothers and everything, my kids and everything, I'm more head first with them. You know, even her. You know, I'm always the person. I said to myself, I'm not gonna allow nobody to stop me from being who I am because who I am is how God made me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just got to pull some of you back, though. You know, you pull some of you back just to keep part of you inside because, you know, I hate dealing with people with alligator arms. Okay. You got stretch arm. You got stretch Armstrong arms, where so your arms stretching miles for people. And them alligator arms. You know how small alligator arms are.
I do.
Yeah. So yeah, so I mean that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I had to, as many times I had to give, like right now on my mom's side of the family, everybody on that side of the family, they got the cross, the Italian cross. My Italian father Sam from Sam's Clan Bar in South Philly, he said, when I give you the cross, that's it. We over and done with. And so when an Italian person gives you the cross, that's it. He don't fuck with you no more.
Oh, that's how they go? I said, oh, that's how they go?
Yeah, with the hand, just the cross.
Oh, okay.
Not a regular cross. You just sit there. You just when you talking to them, and after you get done that conversation, if they give you that cross, I mean they don't fuck with you no more.
Okay.
I use that in everyday life. I just get, well, it's cool. Just give them the cross and walk away. Don't even fuck with them no more. So yeah, man. I mean, it's a gift and a curse. Forgiveness is a gift and a curse. I got Norma, my mom Norma. I got her forgiving heart.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an alley hoop pass and I dunk that shit in for her. Great basketball player, the way she threw me the alley hoop. Forgiveness, that's destroyed. Oh, I got it, Mom. Shit, I was just Carter with that though. I mean, I forgive easy. It's hard for me. If a person can do some stupid shit and you can say, my bad, I'm sorry. And after about a couple, 2-3 days, I'll be like, appreciate it. Because especially if it's a man, it takes a lot out of a man to apologize. But when you continuously do the same motherfucking shit, no, we can't. I'll give you the cross. I can't fuck with you no more.
I guess it depends on the man, because I've never really had a problem with apologizing. As long, and maybe because I saw that the apology, first of all, you wrong. Now, I'm not going to apologize when I'm not wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm definitely apologizing. And that allows you to get on to the more important issue, because, not apologizing to some people can get you stuck in that issue and won't allow you to move forward with something that might be beneficial for both of y'all. You know what I mean? So that's why that's one of the reasons why I ain't gonna say I've never, I'm trying to think, have I ever had a problem with apology, like saying I'm sorry? Like, I think that when I was little, how like your teachers and all of that, yeah, I used to fight when I was little. So I wound up having to say sorry a lot. You know what I mean? They grab both of y'all. Yo, who started it? He started it. No, you hit me first. Well, no, I only hit you because you wind up having to say, all right, say you sorry. Say it. Sorry. So I guess it kind of stuck. Like, all right, fuck it. She ain't going. It's either say sorry or get suspended. And we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought getting suspended was going like end my life. You know what I mean? But
I know one thing. If you're in a relationship with a woman, you better be Ruben Sutter and be sorry 2004, but you gotta remix that shit every fucking year. I'm sorry, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007.
Yeah, I mean, but but shit, I mean, they be wrong too.
But they never. One thing is very, it's like seeing an alien. I think 95% women cannot say they're wrong. Only 5% can admit and take accountability of their faults. I give it a high dose of not being able to apologize, because majority of them will sit back and say they would apologize, but then there's a but after that. I'm gonna apologize to you, but remember, but this is why. When you apologize, you can't have a conjunction after that.
I've learned that it really depends on the woman, and it depends on the circumstance. If a woman gets away with not apologizing, she won't. But that's
the thing about it right there. You absolutely fucking correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you lay your platform out in the beginning.
Well, not necessarily in the beginning, because somebody can get out of hand at any time. But what I mean is, when they wrong, you have to make sure, and there are degrees of being wrong, because they might be wrong. Like, if y'all might just be having a conversation, like, Well, I say that a skunk is a rodent. And she said, no, a skunk is not a rodent. A skunk is like a weasel or a badger. And I'm like, well, I thought weasels and badgers, ain't they rodents too? And, so y'all can get into a back and forth where one person may be wrong or whatever, but it's not something that really matters. You know what I'm saying? So there might not be a need for an apology with that because you're wrong. But like wrong in the case of somebody disrespecting you, but they want to deny that they were disrespectful. That's a situation that has the potential to separate people. So in a situation like that, it wouldn't be a good idea to let that go, because you can best believe you're going to have to visit that disrespectful situation again. Now, the thing about it is, it has to be worth it, because in all areas of our lives, we have to decide about whether we want to keep something or if we want to let something go. And if you want to keep something, you will do what's necessary in order to keep it. Even if you only want to keep it so you can abuse it a little bit longer. But it depends. It depends on, I mean, I have to put it that way, because, there are times when people are deep into a situation for the wrong reasons. And we have to take that into consideration. So in a situation like that, you might have to bring the hammer down. Like, okay, oh, you don't want to admit that you're wrong in that situation? No problem. You ain't got to admit it. But guess what? Guess what happens from here on out? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you have to cut off anything, but if somebody, this is a funny thing. If somebody enjoys seeing you smile and be happy and laugh and be fun, they're going to miss that when they fuck it up. The same way. This
You're going to reality church right now.
I'm just saying, the same way as when somebody enjoys seeing you hurt and uncomfortable and in pain and in disarray and in confusion and in toxicity and in trouble, they'll miss that when they don't see it anymore either. So, you know what I mean? There are two sides to the coin, but it comes down to knowing who you're working with. So yeah, women will apologize if they want to hold on to what you're giving. Even if it's just a material thing, like, well, I see that he won't give up no money if I treat him like shit. Rats. So she might apologize for that situation, but she made a conscious decision. Am I eating the pink salmon tonight, or is it gonna be the red?
Yeah, it's gonna be the king.
and it's funny, because there ain't that much big of a price difference between the pink and the red. It might be $1. You know what I mean? But it's the feeling. If you Google it, it say there ain't no difference between the pink and the red. It say it ain't no difference. But on the street, there's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? Because whether you get the pink or the red, both of them are way cheaper than the fresh salmon. When you go get them salmon steaks, that shit high as hell. Or you buy the whole fish and get that shit filleted. You know what I mean? It'd be breaking my heart when I see them cutting away all of that shit when they get filleted. That's why I don't let them do it. I be like, nah, I do it at home. You ain't cutting away all my shit. You cutting too much. But anyway, and it depends. It really depends. Like I said, if you like seeing somebody happy, you're gonna miss seeing them happy when you know it's because of you. So that's going to probably compel you to act in a certain type of way, you know, get your shit together. And that's in the book of shit must get put together.
So is that Deuteronomy?
That's do the right thing to me. That's in the book of do the right thing to me. The book of just be good to me.
Oh, is that in the book of?
That was a magazine.
Shit. Well, sometimes, boy, you go to the pulpit of reality. Only thing you ain't do is put the hawk spit in there. I'll be waiting for you to come with that.
Oh, fucker. Hold on. Stacy said blue salmon. Is there such thing?
Is that from Save a Lot?
I ain't never heard of blue salmon in my life. That shit fuck around and sweet. That shit fuck around and
Google that.
hold on. Damn, it is a such thing.
See what I mean, Stacy? You teaching this shit. You teaching this shit, Stacy.
Ain't this some shit? Blue salmon are a good table fish and eaten fresh are regarded as equal to barramundi by many. So it tastes like what is barramundi? Is that like barracudas? Like blue salmon look different. That shit don't. The fuck? Shit, man. Find out in Michigan, they got some. I thought all salmon came from Alaska.
Oh
no.
You said blue salmon come from Michigan?
I don't know. I'm asking. I ain't telling. You know what I mean? I don't know. I never even heard of blue salmon. This is.
You remember about the water situation in Michigan? We don't want that.
Well, that was only in Flint. That wasn't the whole Michigan.
That must be where the blue salmon comes from.
Yeah, I mean, they trying to dig a hole in Michigan. Like we gonna get rid of this bitch.
Can I get that? Let me get that blue salmon. Where's from? Flint? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, it was nasty. Yeah, blue salmon. And she said there's a such thing as blue salmon in a can. Not down here, it ain't. We do not have no blue salmon in a can. I never even heard of that shit. You just put me on. And she said blue salmon don't have as many bones.
She said that again?
She said blue salmon don't have as many bones. Jihad said no, there are a lot of different salmon. Okay. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's up.
Jihad know about pimping and fish.
Jihad know a lot of shit.
Jihad sat up here and said, you know, if you take a woman in the back of the car, you don't got more respect for her than when you take her to the damn hotel. I was like, pimping ass Jihad. Now you're talking about fish too. You spending money on your damn food.
I would never take a woman to a hotel that I couldn't fuck in the car. Even if I don't do it in the car, I should have the opportunity to. You know what I mean?
You was a fool. That's what's wrong with
just like okay, like I have a fantasy. I said I always wanted. You know how back in the day they used to always talk about ugly girl. You got just put a bag over her head. And go ahead and do your thing. Well, I actually wanted to do that. You know what I mean? Actually, I was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Like, this is a real thing? Like, a chick gonna let you put a bag over here? Well, my John said, okay, I mean, I'll let you do that. Like, what the hell? I could be the ugly chick with the bag.
Let you put a bag over her?
She said she let me put a bag over here. And that's how you know. That's how you know that's the one. Like, you know, they role play for all that other.
What?
No, no, she Shoot, she wasn't. If she was ugly, she wouldn't have been my girl. But the fact that she understood the assignment, like, I mean, maybe she always wanted to be ugly and have a bag over her head. Like, you know what I mean? Women have crazy type fantasies too. Now,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
now we didn't do it, but just the knowledge that I could. You know what I mean? I gotta get me a good old pantry pride.
Wait. Did you say pantry pride?
Or pen fruit or pantry pride. You know what I mean? When it wasn't no plastic bag.
You might as well say, I gotta get me a good old ideal commercial chick.
Hey, maybe. You know what I mean? It had to be the because everything was bigger back in the day. So those grocery bags, the paper bags was big, not these little ass paper bags that can fit inside of the plastic bag. Nah, I don't want none of that shit. You know what I mean? With the original. You know what I'm saying? You only needed, 4 or 5 bags of groceries. You know what I'm saying? You good for almost a month. Back in the day.
Shit, you only come on with 2 bags now.
Yeah. So, in essence, I did not run to the paper bag over the head, but I'm thinking like if I could draw the eyes in, really, draw the eyes in, the nose, and the mouth, so like the jack-o'-lantern type shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Stay tuned.
Like Kanye. Have a looking like Kanye West when he had on the black Klansman outfit.
Oh no, fuck that. This is for love. he was doing what he was doing for hate. This was for love. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna do it. Like, look, if your woman won't let you put a paper bag over her head and hit it from the back, that's not your woman, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to start upping our standards, Troy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you mean to tell me I couldn't put a paper bag on your head? You don't love me. We gotta break up.
That's right. And you gotta mean it. I mean, women be down the role playing all those other kind of ways. Put this bag over your head, bitch.
Shut up.
That's right. Fucking bag over your head.
Put this bag over your head while I draw this face on it.
Make hold on. We gonna call it a stencil. I'm a stencil this shit the right way. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to
feel like you here with me. We're together.
Bag overhead. All right, let's get out of here, man. It's after 3:30. Let's get
Let me give a shout out to my sister T. Carrie Rice. Mom birthday. Both our mom birthday coming up soon, T. Carrie. 7-11, babe. This our month. This mom's due. Know what I mean? My sister from another mother. So we're gonna celebrate that together. So get that champagne bottle together. We're gonna pour a lot out for mom and then make ourselves a mimosa.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Hey, when she said her mom's birthday was on 7-11, I was like, I'm gonna make sure.
7-11.
Gotta check the family. That's that Beyonce song. 7-11.
7-11. Her mom's birthday. Your mom's birthday. My brother's birthday. My dad's death day.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Coincidence, man.
Imagine how my brother feels. Imagine how he feels.
Your dad up there like, is your name is Norman? You're Troy mother, yeah. Yo, they talking my son right now. Right now I'm on the damn live stream.
I wonder.
You know what I mean?
What would they say in the afterlife?
What'd you say?
I wonder, in the afterlife, do you even give a shit about what's going on here? I would.
But you don't care about what's going on here, but you always, the people you love, you always want to check on and make sure they're okay out there. I've seen, when you asked Stacey if she's seen spirits, I see spirits a lot, bro. I see spirits a lot.
Well, I'm hoping.
My mom take to me yet, but I've seen spirits, bro.
I'm hoping that in the afterlife, all of the stresses of the life go away. So I would hope that in the afterlife, you see that there's nothing to worry about because when you pass, it really is okay. That's what I'm hoping. You know what I mean? We won't know until we get there. We will get there. But I'm hoping that's the way it goes. So I'm hoping that there's no reason to check on anybody. Because even no matter what you're going through in this world, it's going to be all right when you get to the next one.
Now, let me ask you something. If a boy that owed you money passed away and you get up in heaven and God lets you through heaven gates, if you see him, are you going to be willing to sacrifice going to hell because you're going to say, motherfucker, you ain't giving my money?
Shit. I'm almost not willing to go to jail in this life, let alone go to hell. You know what I'm saying? But just like I said, I'm hoping that the afterlife is so pleasurable that you realize that this really was just a test. It was all a formality for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because we shed our body. You know what I mean? We shed our body. So there's no pain. There's no pain, physical or emotional, without a body. Our body is the thing that brings us pain and pleasure. Without the body, what do you feel?
That's true.
We don't know.
It takes me out. I know we gotta go, right? But I just want to say it takes me out because we look to the skies and call heaven. We say heaven's up in the sky, hell is underneath the ground, and we always report that. But what is hell is where we at right now, and heaven is another planet, another galaxy. We don't know that. We don't know what heaven is.
It's funny because we talked about that the other day. We didn't go deep into it, but that's what I don't know if there's a such thing as hell on earth. Because in order for there to be hell on earth, there would have to be heaven on earth. There would have to be. And I don't think anybody is in a situation where they are so happy that they are in heaven. Just because you're in peace does not mean that you're in heaven, because it's so temporary. Every emotion in this world is so temporary and it's so dependent upon certain things falling in place, and it's dependent upon your conditioning. The same way as hell is. Hell is all in your mental state. Except unless you consider hell to be pain, which they try to sell us on about the whole burning for all eternity. How you gonna burn for all eternity? You ain't got a body. How can you burn a spirit? So you mean to tell me spirits are passing through walls and all of that, but it can burn? Explain that. There was a lot of things they just haven't explained yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know one thing. Well, I know two things. The first thing I know, if you don't think feet first and you think head first, gonna have before you gonna have sex, and it's unprotected, you're gonna burn for all eternity.
No, you'll burn until you get your ass to the clinic. There's certain
and I know after you release, heaven must be like this.
Listen, you know what? I can't.
Heaven.
Oh, look at that time. Oh my God, it's almost 4 o'clock. All right. I'll holler at you later, man. Good looking out as always.
I told you. Listen, I told you I missed my part of the music thing, and I also got one more song before that. Music with no vocals. The Smurf song. La la da 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 da.
You think that was an anthem?
Yes, that was an anthem back in the day.
Okay. All right, it was a song, but I don't know if I ever heard anybody singing it.
Just a musical. Just the music.
But you know what? You might be right. What? The Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Okay. I'll put it under review. I'll get back to you.
Wait about 3:30 in the morning, then call Kim.
Yeah, I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna email you our decision, and you can proceed further after that. If we find that,
bro, thanks for making my day, man. Love you to death, bro.
Yo, man, you had a best day. Don't let nothing get in the way of that.
I'm gonna try my best, too, bro.
All right, I'll holler at you later, man. Peace.
I'm gonna call you back. I gotta find out who breakfast taking off too.
All right, I got you.
All right.
One. All right, y'all. Let's go to these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 29th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Shirley Sher, the world's most precious pearl in the world, sister Rhonda Glover. Happy birthday to you. And also Carl Holmes. Happy birthday, my brother. And my man go-getter Christopher Myers. And he's raising money for the Greater Boston Food Bank. And also Tanisha Deborah Hyder Dixon and Frank Ely and Aisha, comedian Aisha R. Adams Cash, and Nadira Collier, Monique O'Neill, Vanya Latira Cole, Kim Johnson, or Johnson Kim, Jason Claybook, Faith Walker, and she's raising money for Autism Speaks, and also McIntyre Ancestors Reunion. I guess I really am part of that. And let me see, Les Little. Hey, what's up with this thing? Let's go. And TTRX. And also, oh, that's last but not least. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 29th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on into the damn, the rock out. Rock on into the damn, rock out. Rock on into the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember what? Hey, yo, sometimes you dive in head first, sometimes you dive in feet first. I think that it's always good to take into account and think about the consequences, the benefits, or the problems with anything that you do. There are going to be situations and people in your life that you know that you need to act fast for, and you may be more than happy to do so with or for. But we all make mistakes in life, and we also, experience pleasure in life. And sometimes our decision about whether to go in head first or feet first can determine whether those experiences will be pleasurable or peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, Monday going into Tuesday. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the morning, y'all. We gonna do this thing. It's the morning call. Either it's too late for you to be up, or you just woke up in the middle of night. Yup. Gotta go ahead and take that pee. But since you're up, grab your phone and watch me and he, and sometimes she, and all equals up to the two words E. We, E, she, me, the, BS, EBS. All right. Anyway, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Y'all have a good day. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel, become a member of the channel. Be down with the crew. We always have fun. We always learn. We always have a good time. Peace.